Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Castle. I'm here with Brian Pico and, of course, Kenny Hotz. Kenny, how you feeling today?
You know what? I want to say this is the blizzard of 2013. Well, it is the worst snowstorm in 5 years.
Well, we got to tell them this isn't live. We're pre-recording.
Yeah, this is, and
they're going to be confused.
This is my first pre-recorded radio show ever.
Very exciting.
So, which, you know, eventually I'd like to just sit in my underwear at home and have little boys massage my phallus in the bathtub while I do a radio show, because that would be incredible.
Well, not for the boys.
Wait, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did.
Anyways, that's the L. Ron Hubbard.
But you could do that live. There's no reason why it has to be pre-recorded. You could, you know, it's 2013. You can live broadcast.
Is anything live?
Yeah, totally.
Are you live, man?
Totally, man.
We could be like, we could be pre-recorded Android voices. Just like Mateo, man. Catfish. You got catfished.
We're all getting catfished.
But I have to say, there's been a very good response to the radio show, and I'm very happy about it.
Number one for 4 straight weeks, and we don't know if
Still
it's
got
gonna keep going, but
Still got the top spot.
Well, yeah, number 2 is Macrame Today on AM 640.
It's a good show.
it's a real channel, though.
Anyways, let's go to the Eye in the Sky. Michael McDougall, what's happening on our roads?
Well, I'm not Michael McDougall, but it is extremely snowy, and we're going to, the reason why we're pre-recording is we're going to LA tomorrow.
We are going to LA.
Whoa, La La Land?
Thank God first of all, I'm not even joking. There is like a foot of fucking snow out front. And before we go to LA, can I talk about, you know, how you're in Canada and there's snow and you have to, by law, you have to clean your walkway in front of your house or you could get a ticket. So I live in Little Portugal, and I live next to a guy. He's 90-something. He's been in Toronto for 60 years, and he still doesn't speak one word of English. And it's true, and I'm not even bullshitting. And
that's not even uncommon. For people who don't live in Toronto, that's totally not uncommon.
Yeah, and, well, look, first of all, you don't even need an alarm because in Little Portugal, every single it's the greatest neighborhood watch in the world, where every single person sits on their porch and stares at you. And that's actually why they're called Portuguese, is because they just sit on their porches and stare at people. And then the whole black clothing thing is pretty intense.
That's for the widows.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a widow, you wear. That's Italian too, because I've got all Italian neighbors, same thing.
Yeah, but
and they sit on their porches.
Trust me,
too.
if I married, you know, Danny DeVito in a wig, I'd be walking around in black clothing too. Yeah. I should open a black clothing store.
A lot of money.
Anyways, thank God we're not flying to LA today, because obviously the airports are closed. But I'm going to Los Angeles with Jeff, and Jeff and I like to go together.
Yeah.
One, because he doesn't drink or do any alcohol. He doesn't do any drugs. So I basically have, like, one of my best friends is a designated driver for life.
Yeah.
So I'm telling everybody, get a fucking straight edge, like, idiot.
Yeah,
to just
loser.
be your... Like, he's literally put me in bed, taken my shoes off, and put a blanket on me.
That's a little bit of an exaggeration.
So
I took your pants off, but I kept your shoes on.
Of
Just
course.
put them around your knees.
Yeah, because you like them pressed against your neck while you're gargling my wad.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, go call me Kenny. We're live, Brian. So, Jeff, who's the biggest fucking Jew in the world.
You're the biggest Jew in the world.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, just because I don't.
Jew off.
I listen.
No one's more Jewish than you.
Come on.
I mean,
I'm not cheap though.
What?
You're not cheap. I'm not saying you're cheap. I'm not saying you're cheap.
No,
but you're very good at the point system and couponing and stuff like that.
I never coupon. I don't know what
Well,
you're
look,
talking
anyways,
about. I'm good at getting deals.
One
I'm good
second.
at getting deals.
He's
You're
good at
right.
getting deals.
Yeah.
Jeff's flying on air miles. I'm just fucking paying for it. So I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I like going with Jeff. So
I'm easy because I do the work. The thing is,
yeah, he shows up with a piece of paper.
Yeah,
with
you don't have to do anything.
He checks me in. He shows up with a piece of paper with my boarding pass on it. I only carry on anyhow. But he's booked a flight, and I booked it is a month ago. We booked a flight, and the flight leaves Toronto at 6:40 p.m.
No biggie.
Which means that 9 hours later,
No, it's 4 hours. This is
No, it's
your
6
time
No.
when you travel
First of all,
gets
no.
so confused.
Okay, say 5 hours plus 3 hours ahead. So 8 hours later.
And no, it works the other way around. It's 5 hours minus 3. So we arrive there what
Fine.
seems like 2 hours later.
Anyways, we're arriving at 1 in the morning.
we're arriving at 9:30.
Yeah,
their time.
LA time. What time is that for us?
Okay, it's like 12:30.
Okay,
But-
so which means 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So then we got to go to shitty dollar, rent a car, and usually when you get to LA, there's like 5,000 fucking people in a lineup. It is like, I swear to God, it looks like they're selling, mariachi tickets or something. It's like it's unbelievable.
You did such a good job last time. Remember last time when you skipped the line?
Well, that's what I do. See, I just go. I
Yeah.
just walk into anywhere and go, "Hi, I'm a South Park writer," even though I'm not really.
Yeah, they
And-
didn't even know who you were.
Yeah, I go, "Hello, I'm Kenny from Kenny versus Spenny," and they go, "Ke?" And I'm like, "Oh, testes, Ke? South Park, Cartman." So then I get in and we instantly go to the front of the line, but still. To arrive at 1 o'clock at a shitty dollar.
Last time it was such a move. The lineup was so long, like clearly like a 3-hour lineup. I was afraid to go to the front of the line with you. I thought people were going to kill us.
Yeah.
But no.
But you see, I have balls of steel. That's one thing Spenny always complained about is that, we'd always get somewhere and there'd be a massive line, and I'd just do this Jim Rockford sham to get right to the front of the line or get us booted up to first class. And Spenny was always like, "No, man, it's not fair. I don't want to."
Whoa. What was that? That was heavy.
Go, "No, man, it's not fair. I don't want to sit in first class. That's not right." It's like it's like my girlfriend won't sit in the emergency aisle when I get us like a wicked seat on an airplane.
Yeah.
And that just, anyways, it makes me annoying.
Well, remember
But-
you yelled at Matt in Vegas? You had a major freak out because Matt waited in the lineup. He didn't skip a lineup.
Yeah, Matt and Sebastian were doing a shot, and we have press passes.
Well, we didn't really have
Yeah,
press
we
passes.
had letters.
We had permits.
Yeah, we had permits, and we had a letter.
But
from,
they weren't really even accepting those permits.
We had a letter from the board of Las Vegas Tourism saying, "Hey, these guys are fucking shooting. Be nice to them and let them do shit." And when you're shooting a show, you don't go stand with the fucking plebiscites, with 400 people waiting to go do something. You just walk right up there and in the one place in the world that respects media more than anywhere is Las Vegas.
Well, you did get arrested that night for shooting, so they didn't like it that much. Remember?
We liked it. Anyways, okay.
Anyway.
Anyways, so that's it. So I don't know why I'm sounding like such a fucking, puss, but I don't want to arrive in LA on a Saturday night. See, Saturday nights don't mean anything to Jeff because he doesn't party and he doesn't do anything fun.
I go out. You're the one who wants to be in bed. Now you're making as though you're missing your Saturday night partying. But
Yeah.
we're going to be there at 10 o'clock, which
do
is
ecstasy
before the
before
party.
you leave.
Well, I guess this what I'm missing in the story is that I go to bed at 9:30
Yeah,
every
that's
night.
it. You go to bed at 9:30.
Yeah.
You've lost the ability to even stay up past that. You've been ragging on me for a month for having to stay up till 12 o'clock.
I can't stay up anymore. I wake up at like 5:30, 6 in the morning, and I go downstairs and I have a routine, and then I fall asleep in front of the fucking TV.
It's so sad.
In front of, Triple D, diners, drive-ins, and
Sick.
Oh God, that fucking guy.
Yeah, it's The Bachelor. I've been at your house to watch. I don't know what. It's the only time I watch those shows like Jersey Shore. And then not only do you fall asleep, but you snore like it's unbelievable. You're snoring.
Which is weird. I actually I went to a sleep deprivation clinic and I got a snoring machine.
In fact, my favorite thing about going to LA is Kenny goes for a week and he brings a backpack, like a little backpack.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bring anything. I've gone for a week on an airplane and I actually had nothing.
Yeah, but anyway, half of that backpack is your snoring machine.
Yeah.
That's all you bring.
That's my computer and my snoring machine.
It doesn't even make sense. You can't
Is to
even
snore
fit
more?
5 pieces of underwear in there, let alone, I don't know what.
Whoa, 1 second. Brian wanted to say something.
What does the snoring machine do? Is it to snore more?
No. Anyways, Jeff, keep going.
Anyway, it's unbelievable that you take. I mean, I don't. The thing is, it's amazing that there's nothing that makes you feel ashamed except for that fart you blew in during testes. Other than that, the fact that people know that you wear the same underwear 7 days in a row in the same T-shirt doesn't bother you at all.
Okay, first of all, you wear an underwear for 2 days and then you flip it inside out, and that gives you another 2 days, right?
No,
so then 1 second, Then you turn it around so the ass mark's
backwards.
under your dick, right?
So you
And
got
that's
8
another
days.
day.
Yeah. No,
And then-
only one. Why not 2 more?
No, because you only got 1 day with that. And then you flip it inside out and you turn it around again.
Right.
So that by the end, you should have full skid marks. Your underwear should
be
look
brown.
like the track of the Indy 500 by the time you pull them off. By the time you need like a can opener and a blowtorch to get them off sometimes. And then the other thing is, so back to winter. Is that in the winter, basically mid-October, I basically staple fucking long johns to my legs. So, and that's it. That's all I'm telling you. You don't even need underwear. Underwear, there's nothing stupider than underwear. You don't need underwear.
But you wear underwear, don't you?
I do.
But you just wear the same pair. I think that's even stupider than. I think it'd be better for you to not wear underwear.
The only
than to
reason
wear the
I
same
wear,
pair for a week.
and I'll tell you, the only reason I wear underwear is that so when I jerk off in the morning, I got something to grab and do my business in.
That's terrible. And then you wear that underwear for another week.
I have like one pair on the side that feels like a Rice Krispie square.
So it's snowing, and we're excited about going to LA. Although
I'm excited
it's
about
the only reason to be
so
excited
we're going to
about
LA. First of all, I'm going to LA. There's no reason to go to LA. Actually, I got asked to do the Adam Carolla podcast, so I'm going to go do that. And I thought, that's cool.
But it turns out,
Which I'm pretty surprised I'm actually got invited to go do that.
But between the time that you got invited to the time that you're going, I think your own podcast or radio show is maybe even bigger than his. We're number one. I don't know if he's number one.
I don't know.
Probably
But
not.
whatever. But podcasts, we're both all fucking losers.
Oh, no, there's no
podcasts.
question
Yeah,
about that.
I think the only bigger losers than us are the people actually sitting and listening to this.
Yeah, get a life, guys.
Yeah.
What makes you think
Please.
anyone's sitting and listening?
Well, okay. Anyways,
They're
Number
stuck in
one.
the
I love the viewers. But so I'm going to LA. I decided to go with Jeff. Jeff's going for 8 days, and I don't really have many people to hang out with. Matt is in Matt Stone's in London. I like to go and hang out with him because he buys me shit but I don't really have many friends there. I had I lived there for 10 fucking years. I had 3 friends, Matt, Trey, and Joni Mitchell, and that was it. It was so lonely. I was so depressed when I was there.
Can I come?
I hope so at your age. Ask your dad. So now I'm going to LA with Jeff. I'm going to be there for 8 days. I got one fucking thing to do. Jeff is going because he's hooked up with these managers who've got him all of these auditions. First of all,
we'll see.
Jeff was doing cable commercials before I met him.
There's no such thing as cable commercials.
Yeah, you were doing Roger
Just any
commercials. You did
network, baby.
Who's that?
first
Miguel
of all,
McCall?
you're doing shitty. You did shitty commercials.
Yeah.
And I plucked him out of the sewage.
The wasteland.
He was a nothing nobody that had never done anything. He had worked in his. How long you been in the biz for?
I don't know, 10 years?
Decades.
Not a long time.
Well,
for
basically
my
10
age.
days because you didn't even work in the
No,
biz.
I made a lot of money. I was in every commercial at some point in time.
Where? What?
I don't know. I mean, do you want me to list them?
Yeah,
But anyway, you
and-
say you rescued me from that.
I rescued you from that. So now I'm going to LA with him. He can't even spend time with me because
you're
I
like
made
Venice.
him. I made him. And I'm going to LA, and now I got no one to hang out with.
You know what, Kenny? For those of you who don't know LA, it's a huge wasteland, and it's one of the worst cities in the world. But
A windy city.
there's a part of it, Venice, that's off to the side, and it's for hippies, and it's nice in its own way, but it's not good to stay there. It's good to visit.
First of
and
all-
you insist on staying there.
Well,
You isolate yourself.
I lived in Venice because in the rest of LA you got to buy a girl dinner. In Venice, you buy her a stale donut and she'll fuck you. Have you? First of all, when you live in LA and you're broke, you want to live where people are doing way worse than you. It's the only thing that actually maintains your sanity. I went there because everybody was fucking crazy and people were literally eating sand off the beach. That's how fucking poor they were. Covered in mites and fucking dreadlocks and it just so I'd wake up, I'd go to Venice Beach, I'd sit in the drum circle, try to inhale people's weed and then I go, "Oh shit, you know what? Things aren't that bad. I don't have those scabs on my face yet. I'm still okay.
It's so true. If you want to feel better about yourself, head to Vegas to Venice.
Yeah.
And the rest of LA will make you feel pretty shitty about
Yeah,
yourself.
oh my God, yeah. And then you get fucking Bentleys run over your feet when you're walking in. So listen, in LA, people show off their cash. In New York, they hide it. In New York, there's billionaires on the subway. In LA, there's homeless guys in Ferraris. It's unbelievable. It's a really tough place to live.
It's the worst
when you
city.
don't have money, but
Oh, it's so isolated. You can't even walk anywhere.
Yeah, no, you can't. Listen, I'm not joking. I had like no friends. Like I had like a really good. I met all my friends at coffee shops because I didn't have a job. Spenny was a fucking dick. He met some skanky fucking bitch who like.
Oh.
Yeah, who was a total like. He was such a fucking dick to me, that guy. He met some like rich chick and all of a sudden he doesn't have to pay rent, so he like stops hanging out with me because I'm one of the little people. He was having like wine tasting parties with his fucking wife who looked like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, and I wasn't invited.
I
was
homeless. Don't talk too much about this.
Fuck him. I was homeless in LA. Homeless. My best friend. I said to him, and this is a true story. I said, Spenny, can I just like use your address just so once every 14 months when a Chase Manhattan Visa bill comes, or if I get asked to do be a witness at my. Can I just please use your address for my mail? And I didn't get any mail. He goes, no. No, you can't.
You were homeless.
Oh,
and there's a lot of resentment. I hear that. I've heard that story maybe 100.
Yeah, and it's true. There's a lot of resentment. He was a total fucking dick to me.
And that was before Kenny versus
long
Spenny.
before Kenny
That's
versus
where the
Spenny.
friendship turned rivalry. Or was it always a rivalry?
No, but now he's the homeless one, and I'm the one that has the cash. So you know what? Now, hey Spenny, you know what? You can leave your mail at my house.
Very nice.
All right. So that's why.
What a good guy.
Yeah,
He always
nice,
taking
yeah.
the high road, Kenny. I like that.
Anyways, yeah, but I'm still excited to go back to LA, and I think it's important to be there. The other thing is, there's no reason for me to be there. It's pilot season now.
Yeah, you want to pitch shows or something during the time when nobody is even available or wants to pitch.
Yeah, I'd like to
hear
pitch
pitches.
shows, and then people are like, "Oh, so wait, you're the guy that did Who Can Do the Dump in Your Pants? Which one are you?" Or, "Oh wait, are you the guy that ate a person?" Or
Yeah, that's you.
yeah, that's me. Oh, that yeah, like my ability to sell a show in Los Angeles is depleting rapidly, and that's why I have my YouTube channel. And that's why I'm sitting here in the middle of a snowstorm in an old neighborhood that in a building that used to, house slaves.
This was the slave.
The ice house. I think this was the ice
building.
house.
This was it?
I think this was an ice house.
That's cool.
Anyways, all right. So look, I'm stuck with shitty Jeff, who doesn't even eat meat, doesn't eat pork, doesn't eat beef. And when you go to LA, you eat. It's truly one of the greatest
Well,
eating
I let
cities
you
in
eat
the
your
world.
food. I come along and I order something else. I mean, it's mostly about the sushi and the Mexican. I'm not holding you back there.
That's true. Well, we like the same things, and that's why we're friends.
Yeah.
Aw.
But
Shut up, Brian. No, I'm
That's
just kidding.
nice.
And Brian likes the same things too.
I want to
Sure,
bring
yeah.
and see Brian. See, somebody who hasn't been to the States, they're kind of like trapped in the Matrix.
Have you
Like,
been to LA, Brian?
I have been to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Brian keeps going. Oh man, you got to try that. First of all, Toronto, it doesn't really have that good. Like people think the food's here amazing. The food's amazing here. It's pretty shitty. People get so excited when there's some like new restaurant you go, and you usually go there, and it's so mediocre and terrible. And it's mediocre and terrible because we lived in the States, or we've traveled the world, and. When you have a kebab in fucking Sultanahmet in Turkey, it's good. When you have it at the corner of Bathurst and Eglinton, it's shit.
Well,
so
we
Brian,
can't even compete because the fresh, especially in LA, it's just
So different
growing
places.
it
Yeah.
there.
So the food in Toronto's pretty shitty. It's getting better, but it's still pretty shitty. Compared to the States, the food here totally fucking sucks. Like it's horrible.
Please take me there, Kenny.
Yeah, so Brian keeps talking about this rib place in Toronto. I'm not going to mention it, but there is no barbecue in Toronto. So Brian's like, "Oh, the ribs are great, man. It's fucking amazing." And I'm so sick of people saying that shitty food is good because they've never had any good food. It's like I was in St. John's, Newfoundland once. My girlfriend at the time, I was like, "Oh, let's go on a trip to Europe." And she was like, "Oh, I hear St. John's is good." And I was like, "Cha-ching, I just saved 4 G's." We fly into St. John's. The second I flew into St. John's, it was like Bergen-Belsen. I was flying into this town. I said, oh my God, this is going to be a nightmare. And I sat there for about 9 days. There was nothing to do, no restaurants. Like, yeah, people are really nice but there's, this was a long time ago, and there's fucking nothing to do except go on these like Anne of Green Gable tours with a bunch of old ladies knitting next to you and talking about anyways, Billy Van or whatever the fuck they were talking about. It was a fucking nightmare. So I'm just so I don't know
what got you onto that. But the funny thing about your taste in food, which is extremely particular.
So then I go to fucking Newfoundland, and the only reason I went to Newfoundland was because I wanted to go eat a fucking lobster and go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna be literally like, I'm gonna be eating fucking lobsters like Tic Tacs. I'm gonna be fucking ramming like lobster brains down my fucking throat. I'm gonna be like gargling fucking lobsters. We get there's no lobsters.
Because the season was over,
no,
or because they give it away? Yeah.
They export all the lobsters. They don't even keep one.
Should have stayed home.
Yeah.
Should have stayed home.
Lobsters used to be prison food. It's only
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, it's only recent that somewhat recently that it's become a luxurious item that the rich like to eat.
Yeah. So they
used to give it to and they used to rebel.
There were slave
against having
revolts.
them.
No more lobster.
Yeah. No joke. Google it.
Yeah. Google that shit. Yeah. So.
But the crazy thing about how particular you are about food, and you are extremely particular, is that you also like the crappiest places. I'm not going to name them. Yeah. But there's certain greasy spoons that are just the same as ones that you're like, this is awful, but they're nostalgic to you, and you love them, and you'll drive 2 hours to eat at the crappiest restaurant.
I'll drive anywhere to eat good food. But the thing is, you're talking to somebody that doesn't eat beef or pork.
No, I don't eat beef or pork.
Weird.
There's nothing wrong with me for that. I can taste the other foods.
Yeah, that's fine, but you can't tell me a restaurant is shit if they have something delicious that you don't eat.
No, but I know what you're eating there. It's usually eggs with a Kraft single slice in it.
Have you ever had bacon, Jeff?
Yeah, I used to. And when I was 16. Before that, I ate that. But I didn't like the way it tasted. That's why I don't eat it.
I don't like the way bacon
and
tastes.
I feel bad about killing mammals.
It's too delicious. Ow, delicious hurts my tongue.
It's really gross. First of all, it's a pig, and it's sliced up, and it's fatty. It's so fatty. It looks so gross.
You're right.
Okay, so, enough about your wife. We're talking about bacon. Okay, so look, that's not just it. This you'll find odd. Not only does he not eat pork or beef, which is fine. Look, I'm a vegetarian. He doesn't drink coffee. He doesn't do any drugs whatsoever.
It's true.
Like you called me today. I was like, dude, be here tomorrow at 8:30 because I knew it was going to be a shitty blizzard, and we got to get down to the fucking studio and we got to do this show. We got to pre-record it before we leave tomorrow. And he calls me at 8:30. I said, be here. He calls me at 8:30. I knew it the second the phone rang.
8:25.
And he goes, I just woke up.
No, I didn't. I was up for hours. I didn't even sleep.
Ow. And then I go, what's wrong? He goes, my back. I played hockey. My back
hurts. Okay, I couldn't even put on my pants or my socks.
Take an Advil. He hasn't taken an aspirin or he refuses to take an Advil.
I'm on a hot streak.
Oh, natural.
It's a streak. But, the thing is, to me, when your back hurts, it's your body telling you something. That don't bend here, something's wrong. So I don't want to take something that's going to override that. I kind of like pain is my guide. I know what I can do.
But you won't do an Advil. You won't do an aspirin.
No, I mean,
you won't do it.
Do one hit.
You won't do it. You won't do any drugs. If you have a runny nose, you won't.
I would take a runny nose pill.
So Jeff's never smoked. I don't think he ever smoked. Or maybe he did at grade 3 or whatever.
Don't get AIDS, bro.
So I'm like, hey, bro, why don't you fucking hit the vapes? Go try a vaporizer, which is super lame. But I thought, hey, you know what? Try it. It's like standing in front of a dry ice machine, but it tastes like fucking Red Bull.
Well, that's bad for you. But the thing is...
So I'm like, would you even try a vaporizer? Just try it. The barometer of life. Know what's out there. It won't even try a vaporizer.
Why try it? First of all, it's the lamest looking thing. And they're saying that it's fine, but they don't know that yet. They're new. In 15 years, they're going to find out people have, throat tumors or something.
We were walking...
Because of it.
Back to L.A. Jeff and I are walking in Venice Beach in a back alley, and... we saw...
Is this the blowjob story?
No. We saw this dead prostitute, and someone took a knife and cut through her head. So her head was still on, even though there was kind of dangling by the jugular and stuff. And Jeff's never banged a whore, so I'm like, Jeff,
just try it.
Opportunity knocks.
Fuck her. And he's like, no. I go, dude, fuck her.
It was the one time that I listened to you, and look what happened.
And
I was
Incarcerated
for quite some time. Anyway, it was all a horrible misunderstanding. I didn't see her head.
Didn't even bang her.
What? Attached.
Did you give her a neck job?
Oh God, would have been my only time to try it. You gotta live. That's what you would have been saying. You gotta live. When else you can have an opportunity to get a neck job?
Yeah, and then like, you know, good luck to Jeff trying to even watch, like, you know, the cartel chainsaw off two Colombians' heads.
Oh God, I can't believe you watch that stuff. You know, I just want to go back to food for one thing, because this is interesting, because I don't know who the hell listens to the show, but I'm picturing people trapped in their cars on their way home from work.
That's how he gets off. Oh, I picture people trapped in their cars. Oh, mommy.
Well, I used to be one of those people, but the thing, Kenny, about some of the restaurants, you won't eat at a restaurant that has those people in it. People who
sit in cars. I won't eat in a restaurant that have people trapped in cars.
Working people. You hate. There's certain restaurants that you're like, I can't go there. It's too depressing. All the people having lunch from there.
Who am I, David Duke?
You don't like working people.
Good reference.
Working people. Do you know John Lennon used to wake up early in the morning? You know that song, When I Wake Up Early in the Morning? And what he used to do was he used to stand and look out the window at people going to work. And that was one of his things, that he would look at people going to work, all these ants, and be so happy that he didn't have to do that. And then he would go back to bed. And he said the best sleeps ever just from doing stuff like that. Yeah. And I kind of feel the same way. The Buddhists say that you don't have to work and that there's nothing wrong with doing nothing. So, I don't know, all these people are wasting their fucking lives doing shitty work and buying all this shit that they don't fucking need. Blowing two of my friends bought two $90,000 cars. No, Beamers, like two Beamers.
Yeah, I don't even understand.
And one of my friends shows up in his Beamer and he goes, hey, come take a ride. And I go, why? He goes, yeah, no, dude, get in the car, take a ride. And I was like, he got so mad at me because I didn't even care about his shitty fucking car. Like, I don't really even care about cars.
No, I don't either. I don't even get why people care about cars.
I don't see a need to why you would work your ass off.
That's because we both
and then
have
just
big
buy all
conks.
this commercial fucking
it's
shit.
For people with small penises, it really is.
Yeah, I have a very nice car.
Yeah. I must have a huge cock.
His very nice car is a car that Jeff is about to give. Jeff is so nice.
I don't want your charity, Jeff.
Jeff is so nice. He's going to give Brian a car.
There's no free gifts in this world. I know that for a fact.
It's an old car.
I got some bad news for you, Jeff, and I think it's time, because I wasn't going to tell you this. I was just going to let it go, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret that I think you're going to be very upset about.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and it's really true, and you're going to see it, and you're going to fucking freak on my head. I borrowed Jeff's car once. Me and my girlfriend,
there's a
Audrey.
Little dent. I've noticed that.
Well, there's a dent. There may be a few dents. I'm not talking about the dent.
Yeah, you're talking about when you spun out?
No. I may have spun out in it. I don't know. Okay. I had Mr. Peeps, a.k.a. Senor Pepperoni, my dog, my Papillon.
He shit. Where did he
car,
shit?
And he
Is it where my kids
exploded diarrhea in the back seat. And, we look at him. All of a sudden, I smell something that smelled like a fucking yogurt omelet. I was like, what the fuck? And Audrey, we knew it wasn't a fart. Like, we knew, like, something was wrong. Like, there was a raccoon stuck under the wheel or some corpse. It was like corpse fart. And I turn around and I see Pierre looking at me like, I'm sorry. And there's this massive puddle of diarrhea in his backseat.
This is awful.
Thank God my wife doesn't listen to this show. I totally Rambo it into a fucking Coffee Time parking lot, and I run in there. And I rip off, first of all, I run in the parking lot, I rip off my T-shirt, and I scoop up the diarrhea with my T-shirt, and I throw it out of the car, and then I run in there, and I said, my daughter has a nosebleed, do you have any vinegar? And the guy comes out with his Costco jug, like a 4-gallon jug of vinegar, which I pour all over Jeff's backseat. And I'm a nice guy. I was like, oh my God, you fucking ruined my friend's car, you shitty dog. I was pouring vinegar all over the dog's ass, and it was like, God, he was crying. I was just like, oh. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
But
You
the
poured
car-
the vinegar on the ass. Did you also pour some vinegar on my car?
Well, you love it. Gessel
I
loves
know.
vinegar.
I love vinegar.
Weird.
That's-
No, I tried to clean it, but now if you go to the car and you look at the back seat, you'll see
I'll
that
see
there's
it.
this massive.
I've seen it.
shit
I
diarrhea
assumed
stuff.
it was
I
one
love
of the
the car.
kids
I can't wait to have
spilling
it.
something.
So I'm sorry about that.
Oh my
But
God!
you know, these are the secrets.
That was 2 years ago, wasn't
These
it?
are
A
the
year and a half ago.
secrets behind closed doors, people, that we all have to live with. These are the laws that we abide by.
Deal with it.
Well, there is. I mean, Derek Harvey's always talking about how good friends don't keep secrets. That's the secret. That's the secret behind a friendship, a good relationship, is not telling people things. Do you subscribe to that?
No.
Because it worked in your case until now with my car.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I'm trying to think of anything else how I douched you.
It's got to be lots.
Oh, I raped
Oh.
I raped your daughter.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not that bad.
But then I realized it was you in a diaper.
It looks like I tricked you.
You-
doesn't
oh,
it?
that's
the time I
Jeff.
douched
Classic
you.
Jeff.
Well, I don't know what to say other than that's not true. My daughter's fine, right?
No, I love you. They're very nice kids.
They're sweet. I feel bad that they've been sitting in your dog's diarrhea for the past 2 years, but was it, which side was it? Was it Levi's side or Kyla's side? Do you
They
know?
came out of first of all, they came out of your cock and then out of a fucking vagina. Oh, so they're sitting in dog shit. Like, big deal.
Get over it.
Seriously, bro.
I'll have you know that my
What
cock
are you?
is very clean,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and so is my wife's
I'm sorry,
vagina.
Mr. Kennedy. God, fuck you, fucking elitists make me sick.
Well, what else do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about why we're going to LA? Because of the kind of...
I'm going to LA because I'm doing Adam Carolla, and now actually Tom Green's got some new blog.
But it's
show.
deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's that you feel like we hate LA and we love Canada. We do. But there's some problems here. And you kind of always have to be in LA as much as we don't want to be.
Well, I like to separate. I'm the antithesis of Canadian programming here, and I like to separate myself. You know, I don't do sketch comedy or Canadian political jokes. I don't do, I'm not some hot chick that wants to be a detective. And, there's such lame shows here. They're trying to emulate, American programming, and it's so pathetic. Like, CSI, what do they get? 3 million, 4 million an episode? You can't make CSI for, $1 million an episode and have people with Newfie accents in it. Like, I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Just do something else. Do something original that's great. But here, I don't know, some of the programming's so fucking pathetic. And I know we all agree and we all think that. And I wish it was different, and I try to do things that are different. And that's why it's so nice when I get recognized. But I've been really, the Academy and the people here, like, I've had some like 11 Gemini nominations or something. And
But you never win. Have you won any?
no,
No,
I can't
you
win.
can't
I
win.
can't win against the CBC. Like, everybody votes. The problem here is people vote for the shows that they're working on. 6 people work on my show, my idiot fucking friends,
I forgot to vote.
Diarrhea Dan and fucking Bry Guy.
Who's Diarrhea Dan?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
What the?
And
Where that came from?
It's gonna stick.
and it's CBC. If I have 15,000 fucking employees, what am I supposed to do? I had the number one show on the CBC, and they canceled us.
They canceled you.
Yeah, why cancel
make
your
sense.
number one fucking show? They
'Cause
had
people
Tom
complained.
Green. They had Tom Green.
They canceled him too, didn't
yeah,
they?
but and then a week later, the guy's on the cover of Rolling Stone, and then we're the only guys, after him that had like a pilot with palm trees in it.
They have other shows that have been on for like 25 years, like the Air Farce and things like that.
Oh my god!
I don't even know.
This hour is 22 minutes. Believe me, I wish this hour had 22 seconds. It'd still be too long.
Burn.
Even though some of the guys are nice, but
good
it's
people,
not my
yeah.
thing.
We like the people, but it's just political jokes.
All right, some of
It's
those
just-
people I really don't like. I went up to the guy
What?
once. Whole Foods. One of the guys from I don't know. I didn't even. I think it was Air Farce. He's the guy.
Was he older or was he our age?
I don't know, but on that show, when you have to introduce yourself,
Yeah, every impression, every Canadian impression is.
Hey, I'm Stephen Harper,
I bet
the
you I
Prime
know.
Minister of Canada. Like, if you have to introduce who you are at the opening of your sketch, I'm telling you, like, don't do that. They
Yeah.
did that a lot in Comedy Inc.
I thought that's who you were really talking about.
No, they do that. Here they do. I'm Philip Seymour Hoffman from Capote.
You do a good Dalton McGuinty, Ken. I like that.
Listen, I hear Dalton's kids are fans. But anyway,
really?
so anyways, it's very nice being recognized. All of us are going to the Academy, the new Golden Globes Canada this year, the Screen Actor Awards. Spencer, who had a show competing against mine for the Best Comedy Series, single season Spenny, did not get any nominations, though I thought he was going to get Best Catering for all the yummy food he had. But anyways, he didn't get nominated, but he still didn't even call me. Spencer didn't call me, and I know he listens to this and he cries in his bathtub in fetal position listening to my show. And listen, Spencer, you can call me and say, "Hey, Kenny, congratulations for having the best show in the country, for the nomination for the greatest show." And this is a nomination. This is like a new award. So it's a nomination for the shows really for the last 2.5 years. You know,
2 years.
And we beat out everybody. Like there are huge shows that have incredible like budgets and you know, and this is me and my shitty friends running around Las Vegas naked or whatever, you know, trying to do stuff that you know, is art and is fucking cool and that other people in the world will watch, you know. I am a diplomat of Canadian television. And do I even get the respect that I deserve? Yes, of course I do. And it's all in the greatest nomination for the Screen Awards.
Congratulations.
So thank you. I'd like to really personally thank the Academy. I know we're all friends and we're very happy that this has happened. So
Would you like to thank
you're
God or
welcome,
anyone
Canada.
else?
I'd like to thank God for not existing. God. Oh, God. Like, come on, God. Like, this whole God thing is just really... Even my girlfriend now is into God, and she's very upset that I'm not spiritual.
She's into God. I didn't know she's into God. Like the God or like Buddhist type God?
Well, I'm more of a Buddhist-y type God. But ever since, like, you know, Oprah's Life class and Tupac Oprah came around, Deepak Chopra, sorry. You know, oh my God, stuff I have to listen to. My whole life's being saturated by. I'm surprised I don't wake up with like a crystal dangling over my head or ginkgo biloba or, you know, sage oils.
I didn't know she's spiritual. I know she likes to read self-help type books and philosophical kind of books, but she believes in God and all that and
I think
magic.
I think she believes in God and magic.
Wow, that's tough.
Well, believe me, I've been.
Do you pretend you believe in it too, or are you like you're crazy?
I'm kind of like you're crazy, but for me, you know, it's not worth it for me. I'm the type of guy where if girls were mad, if I had a girlfriend and she was mad at me and she was a total fucking bitch, I would always say, "I'm so sorry, honey. It's totally my fault. I'm sorry," because, you know, I'd get a blowjob out of the deal or I'd get the fucker.
Of course, I believe in God.
Yeah, so for me, you know, I'm someone that will just openly apologize for no reason when it's totally not my fault because I don't care. It's not even worth it. Like I know it's not my fault, so why not just end it? I'm very very tactical like that.
But isn't it a little weird? Like, what if she, you know, like don't you want to protect her from believing in God? Because then she might believe in God.
Yeah. So what? So when I kill her, she'll have somewhere to go.
Who do you think you are, Jeff?
No, I mean, it's just I feel bad for people who believe in God because it's all going to fall apart at some point.
Well, listen,
and then
I went to Hebrew school when I was a kid, and this isn't like shitty, like, you know, after school where you got to go there for an hour. Like,
did you believe in God when you were young? At this point,
no.
No, not even.
I chopped my finger. Well, when I chopped my finger off, I knew there was no God. Like I literally knew when I was 4 years old that there is no God, and I kind of did it to rebel against the world and society.
Wait, you chopped your finger off?
I intentionally. I was talking this about my brother the other day with my brother. That I always blame my brother for chopping my finger off, and my brother always blamed my dad. I think my brother doesn't like my dad because he thought he was a fucking idiot because Ronnie went to my dad. He said, "Hey, why don't you watch Kenny?" And my dad was like, "Oh, whatever." And then I wandered off into an exercise room and I stuck my finger in an exercise bike and I chopped off my finger. But when I did it because I was like fuck you, world. I'm gonna do this even though I know I shouldn't. It was anarchistic, and I was a really violent vandal. I used to destroy. I broke every single window in my high school. Like we used to go to army surplus stores and buy slingshots and big buckets of like beads. Like you know how they had like
You're making me crazy.
ball bearings. I bought a bucket of ball bearings, and I sat
in a slingshot. Probably at the same store. And nobody said, "Excuse me, sir, son, are your parents around to approve this purchase?"
I sat in a park once in the most affluent neighborhood. I'm from like Forest Hill, which is like really the richest neighborhood in Canada.
Jews.
Yeah, Jews. All super rich Jews. The Jews that managed. They were the Jews that pushed the other Jews in the ovens of Auschwitz. They were the ones that managed to keep all the gold teeth.
Smart Jews.
Yeah, all the smart ones. And so they all live in these fucking castle houses. And I sat there once. I must have been 10 years old. And I actually broke almost every single window in the neighborhood with this fucking slingshot in one day. We used to freeze eggs.
Wait, did you get in trouble for it?
No, no trouble.
No one knew it was you. If your parents knew it was you, what would they say?
Do you want some soup?
I think that may have been part of the problem. You hate my parents because they disciplined me.
In Forest Hill, there was this. It must have been 1975. There was this one house, and it had the biggest piece of glass, and everybody used to say it. Like every time you'd walk past this fucking castle house, my dad would go, what a piece of glass. That's a piece of glass. How do you put it? How do they even make a piece of glass like that? And everybody knew about it. Like, look at this glass. Like, no one had glass that big. There weren't even like buildings back then with glass. I took an egg and I froze it. And
Wait, how old are you?
Oh, I don't know, 8 years old. And I walked up to this house one night at 3 a.m. and I whipped that fucking
Wait a
egg.
minute. At 3 a.m. You're 8 years
old. My
old.
brother and I used to go out and vandalize things.
You had an arm at 8 years old.
First of all, I'm going to do an entire show about my brother and I and how we were total ninjas. And we used to break. I must have been. Ronnie's going to fucking kill me for this. But
I've heard stories.
We used to break into buildings. We would steal keys, steal money, like break into businesses. And we
I've heard a few of these.
Yeah, it's a true story. I was like 7, 8 years old, and we used to go out in balaclavas at night and break into businesses and steal shit.
Dr. Ronnie Hotz, you're talking about.
Anyways, whatever. So I took this frozen egg and I whipped it as hard as I could, and it was a precision fucking laser. And it took out this piece of glass, and all the lights went on in the house, and then all these like guys came out like, what the fuck? And
Our glass.
And the guys, like, basically, if you have a house that big, you're probably a scumbag anyhow that, like, stepped on people
That's
to
how you
get
rationalize these things.
But it was probably a $4,000 piece. And this is like, you couldn't even, like, you had to order that glass from Burma. And it took, like, this is when they had, like, boats that delivered glass. Like, it wasn't like, FedEx or UPS or any of that stuff. It must have taken 2 years to get another piece of glass. In fact, I think they actually broke it up into 2 pieces of glass and put a little brick barrier between it. But I was a total vandal. I opened a can of paint once and I poured it into a swimming pool.
You are the worst person ever.
That is insane.
Now, as an adult, do you look back and think,
that is so annoying.
I hate that, I feel so bad? Or you feel like, no, they deserved it. Those people were rich.
I don't really
They obviously
care.
got it by killing people.
I have no emotion. Like I said, nothing matters. There are, like, why does anything matter? Do you know that I got this theory that...
Karma?
Do you remember once in grade 6 when you had the most important math test of your life? You stayed up for a week, or you didn't, but that night before, you actually had that test in school, any test, which was the most important thing in your life at the time, means nothing to you now. It doesn't exist, and you forgot about it. So nothing really matters.
But there's a difference between, because I was that way. I didn't care. I don't care about anything. But when you do something bad, it's bad for the other person. They experience pain and suffering and misery and grief.
Area equals length times width.
Exactly.
Yeah, but maybe
he still remembers.
But first of all, silver lining playbook, bro. Every cloud.
You saw that? Where did you see that? In the movie theater?
No, I stole it, of course. on the greatest program streaming content program there is now.
Keep it to yourself, bro.
Do you want to give a plug for the illegal
XNBC.
Holy
that greatest
shit.
shit ever. Anyways, so yeah, listen, this is the reality of life. This is what happened. I did it. I'm not proud of it. People go and like kill people in war. Like they kill people.
These are all rationalizations. See how good you are at rationalizing. Oh, people do worse things.
Hey, look,
that guy was a drug dealer probably.
I was a
Because
shitty
only
kid.
drug dealers
wanna
have
know
pieces of
something?
glass that big.
I broke into my high school. I broke
this
into my
guy.
high school and I stole a movie projector. I stole a Bell and Howell movie projector, which I still have. Come and get me, coppers. I'll sign you an autograph for you. Come and get it. I fucking dare you. I'll go. I'll take you out with me. I stole a movie projector, and then I used that movie projector to teach myself how to make movies.
How to steal more things.
I was 10 years old, and
Stole
then
movies
I went to the
about
public library, and they had 10,000 16mm films, and I learned how to make movies, and it inspired me to do this and be this person. I also have a coat that I'm wearing right now, which is a beautiful...
that says constable on the back of it?
Yeah, I stole...
But you're not a constable, Mr.
No,
Hotz.
I stole the coat from a cop. A cop was sitting there at Starbucks eating coffee, drinking coffee. My friend goes, it was a really cool coat. It's like a horse coat that the cops wear for horses. And it's like
goose
total
down.
goose
Yeah.
down. It's like gorgeous. And so, whatever, I was wasted. I stole the cop's coat. But hey, listen. I love the
that
police.
guy got fired.
I love
and-
no, he didn't.
he's fired now. How do you feel? He had to go back to his family and his kids and say, "Sorry, kids."
Okay, well now I can be
fired.
a veterinarian. Now I don't have to be a police officer.
My dreams are coming true.
I can live my dream.
Yeah, you helped that guy live his dream. Good
Oh,
job.
I'm sorry. Listen, people have been stealing my shit for years.
See, that's what you do. You always rationalize, but it's.
But nothing
What?
matters, Jeff. Nothing matters. The world doesn't matter.
But when
there's
shitty
no
things happen to
moral.
you,
There's no morality. There's no God. There's nothing.
But just because there's no
price
God,
to
this is
pay.
going to be the worst radio show. But just because there's no God doesn't mean that you can do bad things.
Well, it doesn't mean anything.
Like
Nothing matters. Do you know? Do you even understand? Are you an existentialist? Do you
But if
understand
somebody-
where we are?
If somebody punched
Do
you in the
do you
face,
know
would you be
where
like,
we are?
it doesn't matter?
No,
Or
it
would you be
doesn't
like,
matter.
my fucking face, why did that guy just do that?
I got punched in the face. I got bullied in high school. I can't even remember yesterday. I'm supposed to remember, when Michael Schlesinger punched me in the face. Like,
Well, apparently you do.
That
well, he's
asshole.
a fucking dick.
Let's
Guy
fuck him up.
See,
always-
exactly.
Like, I hate people that wore like that. There were like kids in my Hebrew school class that like wore kippas, like wore yarmulkes on purpose, and like
What an
sang
asshole.
louder than anyone in the youth chapel.
Fucking dick.
You know, it's like
Getting in with
dude,
God, huh?
It's just it's like they're making us stand here and read shit about like Noah's Ark.
That's going to be your
You
wife,
know.
your girlfriend pretty soon.
That, like they like actually, I had a teacher that was like, very into the literal meaning of the Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve. And I was like, okay, like I'm like, sorry, bro. Wait, well, go back to the talking snake thing, and I don't even think they had apples. I don't even think they even had apples in ancient Mesopotamia.
That's a modern invention. Apples.
What did they have? Are there apples in Cyprus or
No.
wherever the fuck this?
No.
Yeah,
shit
there
was?
must be.
Another hole to the theory.
So, anyways, look, and then the whole thing about. Okay, first of all, I can really get into Adam and Eve. You want to
This
start
is
talking?
this is your way of disproving God.
Let me tell you.
The
I'll
apple.
disprove. I'll
Got a bunch
disprove
of
God.
better examples.
Let me tell you the story about Moses. Moses was basically a slave. He was raised as a king, and then someone drops the fucking bomb on and says, "Hey, guess what? We found his slave robes. He's actually a slave. You got
No,
to boot
that's
him
not
out."
the story.
Yeah, that's a story.
No, it's not.
It's a story.
He was taken in by
Yeah, it was taken
a
in by the
king.
Pharaoh's daughter.
He was raised as
a prince.
And then he saw them mistreating the Jews, and he killed somebody. And they're like, he had to skip town. And that's when he
killed
realized
somebody
that.
when he was a slave.
No, he wasn't. No, he
Pharaoh
was out.
No, the Pharaoh was making him second in command to Ramses, and believe me, your wife knows exactly what Ramses are.
Couldn't let it pass.
Listen, and then when he was being appointed the Pharaoh over the Pharaoh's legitimate son, the maid of his mother, who was the daughter of the Pharaoh, said, Wait. That's no. Edward G. Robinson.
What is your source?
1 second. Edward G. Robinson was right before that. Was like, "Where's your Moses now, eh?" No, listen.
You can read.
1 second. Okay, this is what happened. Moses got kicked out.
Yes.
He was a prince. He got kicked out. So he said, "Okay, fuck you. I'm going to take this polytheistic society. I'm going to pretend that it's monotheistic, and I'm going to say that God talks to me. And I'm going to take all your shitty fucking slaves, and I'm going to take them, and I'm going to get rid of them for you. I'm going to piss you off." So he invented the idea that there was God. He takes them all to this mountain where they freak out. They're like, "Seriously, dude, it's been like 40 fucking years. Where's the fucking God?" He goes, "Oh yeah, 1 sec, just hang on." He walks up this shitty mountain. He was, these guys were masons. Like, he was trained in all the arts. He was like a karate man. He was a mason. He could carve stone. Like, he was a fucking master. So he goes up there. First of all, he doesn't even go up there for an hour and bring back like these 10 commands. He goes up there for like as long as it takes to carve 2 massive stones. And then comes down like a week later and says, "Hey, bro, don't steal my shit. Don't kill my wife." Like the most common, moralistic traits of all humanity that have ever existed. And these have been there forever. So
I don't know.
He basically invented the idea of God. And, listen, if you want to see a burning bush, undo my zipper.
That was the worst speech ever. And not very historically accurate.
Listen, it's basic. Oh, I'm sorry.
But I know what you're saying.
You put three fucking kindergarten students in a circle. You say, tell them one of them egg salad. You play broken telephone, and it comes out Yasser Arafat on the other end. Like this, they were talking about these stories that are 5,000-year-old that have been told from person to person. You ever play broken telephone?
Let's play right now.
How do you play? Yeah, of course. I know how it works.
Okay. Oh, you know how it works.
But
so you're telling me? Oh no!
But you're breaking the telephone.
The real story of Moses is that when then Miriam.
You've got the source. You've got a source that exists before our
his
source.
sister. Listen, all I know is it's
you've got a pre-biblical source that you're keeping to yourself.
Fucking bullshit. Okay.
No, I agree with that. Of course.
Okay, so you're trying to correct me on what the King Edward Diary says, or what Webster says about fucking.
What about Ancient
Moses.
Aliens? Those are the real.
That's what I don't know if you guys have ever seen Zeitgeist. It's a kind of cheesy movie, but Zeitgeist, the opening of Zeitgeist is so fucking wicked. How it totally destroys the entire concept of Christianity by saying that that basically all religions ever invented were religions that just that reflected the birth of the sun and the birth of the moon, and that's all religions are.
They're all harvest based. And
they're all
seasonal. Yeah, Christmas happens to be the summer, the winter solstice.
Like I got to go to synagogue, to the youth chapel, get punched in the face by Michael Schlesinger because some fucking cave woman had her period during an eclipse. Like seriously.
So what happened with Michael Schlesinger while we're on it? What happened? Why did he punch you in the face?
Well, I was bullying Gary Grube, who was an old friend, and then Michael Schlesinger came to protect me, and then I punched him in the face, and I was slamming his head up and down. I didn't really punch me in the face.
You're mad at him.
I beat the shit out of him. I was slamming his head in the concrete.
Wait, I thought did he punch you in the face at some point?
No, not really.
Oh my God! Why would he be protecting you from someone you're bullying?
These are radio stories.
So they're totally.
I can't
fictional.
remember. No, I was bullied. I've gotten fights.
Well, I heard your brother bullied you.
My brother bullied me, yeah, until I whipped knives at him and his fucking shitty friend Andy Robbins.
I heard that someone who went to a camp with you and your brother said that you guys were the devils. Like, you guys were the worst human beings
ever. You'd be
ever.
the worst person to go to camp with.
Oh, can you imagine? You're isolated. There's not very much parental supervision, and you've got this guy in your cabin.
At camp, first of all, there was like rich camps. So the camp where they filmed Meatballs was a camp called, I think, like Camp Whitebine, and there's very rich camps. I went to the poor, and Jeff did too.
Yeah,
I
could go for.
Yeah, he went to.
Show.
Yeah, he went to a shit camp.
It was like a Nazi camp.
I went to the poor Jewish camp, Camp Northland, B'nai B'rith, and one night I broke into the kitchen and I pissed in the fucking pea soup. Someone said, they go, "Oh, look, there's pea soup for lunch tomorrow." I go, "Yeah." And I pissed and I go, "Yeah, now there's pea soup for lunch tomorrow."
Did you really pee in the?
Yeah,
and did they catch it? People ate
everybody,
it. Did you eat it?
350 people
ate your pee.
Ate this pea soup, and I was sitting there.
You eat my pee.
I was a shit. I was a fucking.
And why? Because
shitty
were you
kid.
angry at everybody? Or no, hey, why not?
That's what you did. That's what I did.
Were you able to share it with anyone? I mean, the fun of that, the joy of that is being able to share it.
Yeah,
you were the only one who knew.
I had this friend Joel Ridley.
How did you have friends? I don't understand.
Well, because I was cool. I was the coolest kid in camp. I took a fucking piss in everyone's soup. My friend Joel Ridley had this retarded kid. He had Down syndrome, and he made money taking him around, and the kid would play Elvis songs like "Blue Suede Shoes, Blue Suede Shoes, Blue Suede Shoes," and he would make people pay to come see him, and it was like this whole show, and even the counselors and everyone was clapping, and I bet you now he's running like he has one of the largest club districts in the entire country. Because
It's called Blue Suede Shoes.
Yeah.
Wait, it was his son or his
No, it was just
brother
it
or
was
some
just
kid?
some retarded kid at camp that.
And he would charge people, and people would do it not to be supportive, like, oh, let's make him feel good about, like they're making fun of him.
Yeah, totally making
Oh, it's
fun
like a
of him
circus
and making
freak
making
show.
money. But you know what happened then? This
Oh
is
my
like you're
God.
saying, oh yeah, that guy's a shit and he's a vandal. But what happened was that because people, kids are so mean that at night in his cabin, people were whipping their fucking grebs at this guy's head while he was sleeping. And grebs
Are Kodiak boots. I
Yeah,
don't know
Kodiak.
I know what they are.
Yeah,
I
okay.
called them that too.
Construction
but
boots.
I don't know if anyone
They
else
were
knows.
whipping their shoes at this, Down syndrome kid's head when he was sleeping,
Oh, God.
and this guy told me, he was like, every night he was like, "Moo." And so he ended up moving his bed next to him and protecting him because he didn't want his act, ruined.
It's his moneymaker.
He didn't want anyone fucking with his moneymaker.
This is not true.
But it's true. but he ended up protecting him.
Yeah.
He had his own.
guess so.
He had his own elephant man, and he ended up protecting him.
Was there a counselor in the cabin?
Oh, counselors were.
Why wouldn't somebody? I know they. I remember being abused by the counselors. Not sexually, luckily.
My
Wasn't
my
attractive enough for
first
that.
counselor ever, and this was at Camp Northland. I must have been 4 years old, and he told the whole cabin about the first time that he got fucked, and he told us that a woman's vagina was a vacuum cleaner, and it sucked him up into his pussy, and I really thought. I thought a woman's pussy was a vacuum
Well, sometimes
cleaner.
it is a bit like that. I've had that kind of feeling. I don't think he was making it up. I think was his interpretation. He was being poetic. Or do you think he was fucking with you?
Well, it was totally fucking with us,
Oh.
but I actually thought a woman's pussy was a vacuum cleaner.
But do you know the magic pussy theory? There's some pussies are just perfect for your penis. Have you ever experienced one of those pussies where you're like, oh my God? And that's
How
what
do
it
you
kind
know?
of feels like. Oh, because you're like, this is better than the other ones.
You know what's
it just
weird?
fits so right. And
You know
it's
what's
like
weird?
it sucks
Let me
you
tell
in.
you something. I don't know if this happens to anybody
Weird.
else, but I've had girlfriends since I was 14. I've said it before. I'm a serial monogamist, but every single time, and this is totally true, every single time I've had sex with a girl,
You've been able to orgasm?
there's been blood. There's been blood on my penis.
I think you should.
Every single
Well, tone
time.
it down a bit.
I don't know why. Is that like that's normal, right?
Yeah. Happens to me too.
Yeah, real normal, Ken.
Okay. All right, good, because I was going to talk to somebody about that.
Nope. Nothing,
No,
nothing to worry about there.
All right, so what else are we talking about? Hey, do a cut right now.
No, wait.
Yeah,
cut.
it's okay. Yeah, you can cut it. Okay, what else
right.
are we talking about?
We got 2 minutes left.
Oh, it's okay. You can bring it back.
All right.
I thought that was a 53. I can't even see anymore.
Oh, good. Well, we just got to wrap it up. What do you?
Are we back on?
We can be back on whenever we want.
So what did we start with? We should bookend. Do you
Oh,
remember what we
L.A.
said?
Going to L.A.
Yeah.
The weather. You want to talk about the weather in L.A.? How the drizzle in L.A. The storm alert.
Okay. Anyway, so enough about that. But I'm excited. Look, we're
Wait,
going
let's segue properly.
Okay, segue. Sorry.
Okay, wait. Here, I'll hang on. Well, anyway, I
1 second. Go.
yeah.
Okay, Paul, go back in now.
I think you should see a doctor. Are you gonna get any action from the LA girls? Is that legal for you? You can't do that. Is it torture?
No, I can't. First of all, I can't. I don't want to fuck around on my girlfriend. I'm not going to. But even if I did, face bath and fucking Twitter shitter. Like, I swear to God, I could you can't, if you're a celebrity. And I'm not saying I'm a huge celebrity or anything, but anything you do is instantly goes to Twitter Or someone's going to email my girlfriend, oh, your boyfriend fucked my girlfriend, or your boyfriend, my girlfriend gave your boyfriend a blowjob in my bar. It's so fucking horrible. I say social media has literally ruined cheating.
It's right.
You can't
cheat anymore.
You can't do anything. There's nothing. It's impossible.
And there's pictures of it too. People are taking pictures every 10
It
seconds
is
with their phone.
impossible.
I know.
It's impossible.
We didn't know we were living in a golden age. I didn't take advantage of
Yeah,
the golden age when I was living in it.
I grew up with with AIDS and Bernardo. So when I was growing up, you couldn't fuck anybody. Everyone was scared because of the gay flu.
The gay flu.
That everyone thought that first it was killer bees, then it was AIDS. So
you were sexually active when they first were just coming up with AIDS?
Yeah, I'm going to be 46 this year. And then it was the Scarborough rapists and Paul Bernardo and the Ken and Barbie killers that kept girls in their fucking houses forever. So there was like a 10-year, that's why I've always had girlfriends, because if you don't have a girlfriend in Toronto, by the time winter comes, you are sitting at home, you're at Blockbuster by yourself, and it is literally impossible to get fucked for 4 months. And here, people don't really fuck here. It's the only country in the world where people don't really fuck.
Oh, it's tough.
And you know what? And everybody's like, oh yeah, I get fucked, man. It's like, oh yeah, go to Africa. Go to fucking South America. Almost every other country in the world, you can literally get laid, or you'll be sitting there and some girl goes, can I sit at your table? And you're like, yeah. But here in Canada, it's in fact my cousin Mark.
Toronto,
Hotz,
really.
My cousin
Toronto
Mark
more
Hotz
than
said.
anything.
My cousin Mark Hotz says, in Canada, U.S., you basically can't get laid.
No, U.S. When I went to Texas, I couldn't believe it. You just go up to a girl, ask for their number.
Compared to the other hemispheres of the world.
Oh, Europe. I know, it's crazy.
Asia, Europe, the Mideast you can get laid, but
Maybe it's not all about sex here, guys.
Now we'll enjoy the weather in L.A.
Yeah. Okay. And which reminds me of my last L.A. story. Okay, fuck it.
Hurry up.
We're out.
Well, you can't just be out like that. You got to make it
no,
more.
You know what? Let's save something for something. I got to sit.
No,
here.
I'm saying no one wants to hear your story. I'm sure it's awful, but I
What,
mean, you
no
can't
one
say
wants to
we're
hear
out
my story?
and then
What do you mean
wrap
no
up
one
the
wants to hear
show.
my story?
I'll listen.
You got to wrap
love
up the
to hear
show.
it.
You got to say like, "Hey, thanks everybody for listening. I'm sorry you're stuck
no one
in
wants to
your
hear
car."
my story. How I fucked one of the hottest, most famous celebrities in the world. You want to hear my story,
I want to hear it.
What's his name?
Mr. Kessel? That's my joke. What's his name?
I
Don't
know.
pull my own jokes
Well,
on me.
hey.
I invented that joke.
Learn from the master.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
you're the only person to do that.
Well, I got a crazy Tom Cruise story that I heard about when he was on the set.
Wait, tease it. It's a teaser for next week.
He was on the set of The Last Samurai.
Next week. Tune in next week for The Last Samurai Tom Cruise story.
It's too heavy. I'm going to get fucking sued. I probably can't even say it.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by and being trapped in your car and having no choice but to listen to this.
And I want to thank Jeff's wife for coming.
Thanks, Mrs. Kessel.
I'm Jeff Castle, Brian Pico, Kenny Hotz.
Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
safe today.
Oh,
and
don't!
a safer
I
tomorrow.
don't want you to say. And you're not ending that shit anymore. Paul, cut that fucking shit out. Don't do that shit. It's the worst.
Have a wonderful
Hugs.
day and be good to your neighbor.
Rainbow hugs. Out.